Jose, Power Hour. Looking at weekly charts. Okay. Pure. BILI. I don't think I've ever seen. This was the first 2 pages of the calls right on the open. And you know what? They're closing just as strong as these calls. BILI, pure. What else is pure? Let's get down to a couple of things. RKLB. Okay. You want to get this? God, what happens? This gets overbought. Keep an eye on it as PL leads the way. Strong as could be PL. Shopify. Keep an eye. Where's Gerard? Launchpad. Shopify. The new IPO, MDLN. You want something sexy? That's the risk for the reward right here. MDLN. Okay. You want to close above 43? This goes a lot higher. MDLN. Shop. What's taking calls? Riot. RIOT. You might have heard of it. There's the daily on Riot. A little bit of resistance on the weekly Riot. No problem. Might need a little bit of rest. Riot taking calls. TAL. TAL. Range. China. China stocks. You can either go on BABA up 16. Is it over yet? It's not where stocks have been. It's where they're going. There's the weekly on BABA. The first one to lead everything up naturally was Baidu. Okay. Baidu, BABA. Now, XPath. Own it. Don't trade it. Still in it. The sexy one is TAL. You really want one that could rip? GDS. Oh, GCT. Okay. GCT. BILI. BABA. Baidu. TAL is new. TMC, the Chinese metal company. The metals. I think it's Chinese. Who cares? Range, price, action, action. Carvana. The boys are buying it today. The big boys are buying Carvana. All right. It's timestamp 6467. What else? Obviously, APLD, best of breed. CoreWeave was up $8 all day today and actually gets stronger into the close. CRDO. Be careful above this one. Above 158. CRDO. NBIS. Other things. Walmart added to the NASDAQ 100 or whatever. Okay. It took up Dollar General with it. Don't look now. A&F was down 24 points at one point today. Hit the 50-day support. Path. More calls here. Path. More calls. ARRY. ALB leading the way. Everybody's cheering on EOS. Everybody's a genius in EOS today. Sherry Gordon. You're welcome about the Clorox. So you know what? I took 50, but you know what? Now the question is this. All right, nice trade. Sherry Gordon, thank you for participating. Why did you take it off today? What was your... Listen, I took it off 50% of it off 50 cents ago. Big deal. You know what I mean? Why did you happen to take it off? Did it go into resistance of some sort of overbought territory, if you will? Is the proverbial rotation taking a rest? Let's always reverberate back to Procter & Gamble, but nice trade, Clorox. You know what? There are a lot of stocks that, look like they want to try to bottom. For example, like Netflix, Apple. Those Roblox is the one they're all talking about today with the candle. The two stocks, wish you had a big position. Two stocks that seem to be bouncing. RBLX and HIMS. HIMS I sold early. I wish I took a big position. You never have a big enough position. You know what I mean? Nice trade. Just note the trade. Nice trade. Bottom line is. All right. Roku, volume pop. ONDS closes the secondary. Bullish, actually. But that needs rest. Today's ONDS, look at the range there. The news is out. You know what? This stock went up on pricing a secondary above the hole. And now they just completed it, as you can see on my news section. Now they sold it off. Note that. ONDS, is it over? Who knows? Great run. Nice trade. Okay, let's go with Pre-Jesus feed, okay? What was the first besides Billy? What did we start off with? KC, China, K-Web, bullish. The Russell, lagging a little bit today. That's fine. Maybe some fins take a rest. No problem. Some bios took a rest. Let them rest. Apple could be up 10% tomorrow. WWR, for those that like low floaters, J-Norm. WWR, does it have more in it? I don't know. It's $1.14. It has range. It has the volume. Whenever it has it, it has the move in it. All right, it's got it in it. It's above the moving averages. They're all curling up at one time. You could do worse if you're going to do $1.14 stock. All right, let's get down to bigger business. Update. No top best bets today. The entire week, OPEX. All right, China issues. We're going to go over them again before we get sign off. And a handful of selects names like CRWB. There's the WWR calls. Now, if anybody knows anything about the Wall Street Jesus feed, the only feed that I would actually pay for, Wall Street Jesus, got to give props to Jay. Thank you. He doesn't say, about anything about TGH. The guy doesn't really post a lot about dollar stocks. All right. He's in CoreWeave. He's in MAGs. He's in rotation, GLD, silver, APLD. All right, it's very rare he comes up with $1.14 stock. So if you don't have a demo, you don't want to take a lot of it, live paper trade, WWR, $1.14. This is a stock I bought. This is a stock I feel that I got to work it. Either I'm in it for 10 to 20,000 shares, or I'm not going to take any. Okay. So I started a position. I'm in it for a reason. So I don't know how much I'm going to take in it. What is this stock? I bought it before. OSS. This is it. Okay. Now, this is the one-stop systems. You've ever heard of it? K-Web taking more calls into the close. And by the way, always trust the data. There's K-Web calls. Come on, more. Okay. OSS. Is this going to work? All right. Let's go backwards. Here's the weekly. The previous high in the weekly is right here. So you want it to close above 950. It's 1045. There's the weekly. There's the daily. The RSI volume coming in. The proverbial, if I was shorted, I'd probably be cooked. Who knows? Maybe it's an after-hour move, but if I'm in it for a reason. Dawn. I'm still in it. It's turned out to be a nice winner. J-Norm, you there? J-Norm will give all the props. J-Norm, Dawn. Come on. This isn't started yet. There's the daily on Dawn. Right, so some into the gap. There I am, all selling. Boom. Got the high tick on a lot of Dawn today. There's the daily. There's the weekly in Dawn. Clorox, nice. Clorox, J-Norm was 103.5. J-Norm said, I quote, it has $5 in it. OSS. Yeah, what was with this LVLU? This is a retailer, I think, right? Lulu's Fashion. I look up, and I know Lulu's Fashion. Don't worry about it. All right, this thing said, I know people in this thing from 7 to 4. All of a sudden, Lulu Fashion has its biggest day in 12 months. Nice job. Lulu's Fashion. Could have all you wanted this morning at 5. High at day 16. No problem. Lulu's Fashion. In it? Nice trade. Not in. All right, here's an advanced thought. Actually, it's not an advanced thought, bringing something to attention. This is Mike Zaccardi, by the way, one of the best out there, not because he's Italian or he lives in Florida. The VIX is 15. Everybody thought it was Powell was getting sued. There it is. They laughed. They laughed into the face of a Fed chairman getting whatever the hell it is going on. They laughed at everybody. Jane, my memory should be shot. Can I, you know what something? My memory, what am I, 53? I'm not a drug taker. I drank casually. I could do a little THC here and there, but I'm known for my memory. Does it make me a better trader? I don't know. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, but I am very good at remembering numbers and levels. And I don't know if that's good or bad again, but this freaking dawn, I knew every single level. Like, look, and I got it correctly. So maybe I know levels. INDO. You know, I know the stock. You know that I know the stock? I know the stock, Indonesia Energy. Mike Venezia. It sounds like Mike Venezia Energy. Indonesia Energy. That makes WWR look like a REIT. It's good. And you know what? It's got this is you got a shot here. You know why you got a shot? Because it's got it in it. It's got it in it. Boom, boom. Thank you for commenting with Coach. Coach is really seeing things cleanly. Okay, earnings. Before they open tomorrow, the big boys, including Delta. All banks. Everyone is a bank except Taiwan Semi, which, by the way, is no stiff, and so a couple of steel. Delta, all right, Delta. You know what? I like Delta. You know what's my favorite airline? Maybe one day I can afford to fly something better than Delta, but I love Delta. It's my favorite airline. And what's the worst one, you ask? By far, Universal. UAL. Ugh. I try to avoid that at all costs. I don't care. But I am the guy that goes around hedging things. Like if I fill up with, if I'm making money in Exxon, I'll pull an Exxon. You know what I mean? If it's a matter of if I'm going to go to freaking Wendy's and a Panera Bread, and I'm making money in Panera Bread, I'm pulling in Panera Bread. Our boy Sunrise Trader, seeing things good. He's right about AMD. And AMD was taking calls this morning. Good calls. That looks like him. Look at him. That could have been someone. Range in it. Yeah, it's got range. You want range. You know why you want range? Because if you're wrong, at least it gives you the range for an out. It's not that if you're right. It's if you're wrong, you can get out. OSS. Jay Norm. Where are you? I buy Proctor stuff. No, I get it. I buy Proctor stuff too. I'm as loyal as they freaking come. I've been AT&T since I was, I don't even think, Liz, OSS, J Norm, you in this thing? Come on. OSS, one-stop systems. It's fun to say and everything. I'm in it. There we are. One-stop systems. One drive, two drive, one-stop systems. I buy Procter and Gamble stuff. I'm not, you know what? I'm not superstitious. I got a black cat that's right under my desk. He's loyal. Going back to this being Monday, first of all, thank you to everybody, as we have 515 people in here. Even if half of them are correct. Okay, but there is chirping in. I appreciate that, all right? And you know what? Sometimes I'm not the easiest to deal with. I'm an alpha New Yorker. Doesn't make it right. Okay, let's go back to this today. Here's the chart on the Q so far, all right? Go over things, scroll up. There's the leading stocks and themes. Should be all good. By 7:36 this morning Eastern, every one of these should be charted. Best of breeds. CCJ, animal. Top performing industry groups. Always click images to enlarge. If you don't know the 5 to 10 stocks on the top ones in each respective group up and down, you're going to a gunfight with a knife. It is what it is. This guy, he's good. Follow this guy. In the mornings, one of my Twitter followers, actually, he follows me too. This guy's very good for news in the morning. Very, very good and sharp. First thing in the morning, you want to see what's going on? Right here, Monday. Look at this. Quick overview, economic data, events to offer each particular day. Very good. Very good. I got to ask you something. You got to follow who I follow. I don't follow many. You can always delete and add. Time to Planetary to make its run. All right, so listen. This is what Jimbo said an hour ago. Even if it doesn't make a run, he's saying that it's usually making a run at the end of the day. If it doesn't, maybe something's wrong. You can always pick on him. Market has a lot wrong today. Yeah, it does. Should be up bigger. Wait till Apple snaps back. I'm glad Sherry got that Clorox trade. That makes me happy. It really does. Generally makes me happy. Billy, Public Jesus feed an hour ago. GDS. Okay, this is important. All right. Even if it doesn't come to fruition, it's a Bank of America. We consistently follow Bank of America models. All right. It's not like it's not an obscure situation that I just happened to pull out at convenience, which I'm pretty good at disseminating or being neutral. All right. Bank of America. There it is. A 3.5 decline. Maybe things trigger. Maybe they don't. MSOS. I'm in it. I'm in it. There was the alert on MSOS. It held. I don't care if they make widgets. It held. Werby. Werby. I know you can't see it, but if you want to pause it, scroll in. Werby's on there with calls. And by the way, it's the first day Werby's popped up again, Jane Norm. I expect nothing less with Werby and your stock picking, but yet still noted. Ooh, what happened to Werby? MDLN. That's the one that's in the back. That's the one after all these years of trading that I believe works if it goes over that 43. Antonio Pistachio is snoring under the desk. I got a dachshund, a wiener dog basically snoring loud, and a black cat sitting on my foot. No problem. Bring it on. We're all chasing the same thing. See this? We're all chasing the same thing. It's a matter if somebody gets a little bit earlier or somebody a little bit later. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. Student of the stock market. That's all I need to see. OSS not working. Counting. All right, let's look at the positions. Okay, this is what I'm looking at before I want to see my universe. So I get the, we want to see where Carvana closes. The big guys are in there. Okay, RKLD, MDLN, MDLN. You want this over 43. This has got to go. This is sexy. MDLN, CoreWeave, Crisp, PL, leading the rocket ships. Leading. RKLB beside it. Riot. I almost feel like it's a Friday where the money's been made and maybe wait for these banks. Thank you, Jane. And maybe for these banks to maybe digest a little bit. The rotation will be clearer and it will pay off more. BH. Okay, I'm in it. BH, the Chinese drone play. There's the breakout. There's the volume. It started with calls, and there's the weekly on EH. Stock could move. It's going to need some time. It's not going to pull a Billy because the moving average. I mean, there's the overhead moving averages in the aforementioned one. Put some NBY. I can't talk you off that. This is the stock could go too. Whatever this thing is, MBX Bio. Okay. It might take only 100 shares. MBX Biosciences. There's the daily chart on it. To the new high. Every algo's on it. There's the weekly. It's got everything you want across the board for this to be up 10, 20% tomorrow. MBX. OSS. Riot, Tal, GCT, the hot China right here. The low floaters, MBX, HYMC continue. Another one that has continuation on it. Who's going to stop this thing? GSIT. Holding the, you know what it looks like? GSIT started with calls. I don't even think I've ever traded it. Looks like MSOS. Gap held the gap, held the moving averages. It's coming up with the same thing. Everything looks very similar. GSIT. MBX, yeah. MBX, listen. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but I'm going to tell you, you got to be in them. This turned, okay. Lastly, this stock fooled me. SGHC, I'm sitting with 20,000. Right here. My price is 1150. I should have sold it at the moving average for 200 day. That green, which by the way is 1066. I'll take it. And the reason why I kept it, this was, this is what all of a sudden I turned around. And I added a little bit to it. I added to a loser. It's still taking calls, not as healthy as I'd like it to be, but I didn't forget that it's taking those Aprils and the March and April calls. Now, it's got some work to do. It held the weekly for where it had to, but it's teetering, and it's something that I'm holding. And it's just one of these proverbial where it's emblematic of everything you shouldn't do. Water the weed, water the flowers, cut the weeds, broken moving average, poor price action, my gut feeling. So it's not bothering me. That's GHC. Another one, EBS. This one was breaking high 3 days ago. Third day down, held them. Well, who knows? What's pure? What's breaking high? OSS will buy 800 more. MBX, XPEV. It's one of these things. It's difficult to stock to trade this XPEV. And I say own it. There's the weekly, by the way. So I got that going for it. You know what I mean? So I have time to maneuver. But it's one of these stocks, own it, don't trade it, because it's just, yesterday it looked horrible. CoreWeave. That's the special one. That stock hasn't had a downtick all day. Not all day. Gap and go. Even held the opening range. Uranium. No, it isn't. That's not uranium. Too many U's. One less U. U. The other U is the uranium. But three U's will get you universal safety products with range price action. Am I going too long here? What time is it? To give me the plug? Keep it between 20 minutes. People lose it. I didn't mean to call you out, Sherry, with the your Twitter feed. OSS. This got to work, right? Come on. Just not work. MBX. Sound taking a day off. Poet, I sold it. Poet taking, you want a stock that's still taking a lot of calls that they're building into when it should be, is Poet. But once again, it feels like an XPIV where I don't, sometimes I hold too much of it and then I get shaken at and I'm watching it. It's just, I might as well put it away in something else. AFRM getting hurt by the credit crunch over the weekend with Donnie. FRMI, another IPO recently. Maybe they're popping the IPOs. I look at FRMI, then I look at FIG, believe it or not. It's MDLM. I got an IPO specialist. You should follow him too. His name is IPO Dave. He's trading for a long time. He's a friend of mine. Right here. AKTS is the one he's over. That OSS isn't gonna work. Where's that MBX? This thing? 36.15 was the high. Man, that's got everything you wanted it to. Roadblocks. They're having fun trying to pick the bottom in roadblocks today. I don't know why. It had news. I saw it had a little bit of news for a catalyst. All right. One day first up. That's the first day uppers. You want the first day uppers is maybe, Sandix pulls back tomorrow, or even maybe a Baba. You know them. Apple first day up. Netflix first day up. Hims first day up. But pure stocks, Shopify, gonna work. Intel, day off. TMC could work. Now, big range. Path, still taking calls. Path, it's good. Okay, the cheers are all good. Go. By the way, for those that aren't in the main room, gotta be in the Discord room. DSR 5E. That's a great. It's like R2D2. It's a nice little sign on. Mitch Green, Mickey, another Michael. That's all we need is another Michael. Thank you for always being in there. OSS, OSS, OSS. We're gonna do more OSS. No, I don't know if I like it that much, man. I don't even know what they do. That's the great thing about trading. I have no idea what they do. I don't know if I want to know. An AI play. U.S. intelligence, AI. All right. That's a disappointment. NBIS. Good follow, Javi. Pure. NBIS. Look at it. There's that chart. We brought it up. Boom, boom, boom. Goes with core weave. All right, I'll leave it there. Maybe too much information. All right, cheers. I'll try to do better tomorrow. Aside from a couple of banks in Delta, steel stock here and there. All right, it's up to them backing up weeklies, volume. Be aware of rotation. Yes, I know the Bank of America indicator is extended. I get it. But you know what? Don't think these China stocks can't go up every day, much like an Apple went down. And believe me, they'll probably take them up or make those moves larger than you thought they would.